Another edition of Sports Entertainment Tonight.
Yes.
Whoa!
Big weekend for WWE and wrestling in general. Survivor Series, the 27th edition of Survivor Series.
But the 25th edition featuring
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. Rest in peace. Napalm. Yes, indeed. So right now we're kind of going without a monitor, so I guess we don't need to see ourselves, really.
I'm pretty.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know you like looking at yourself. You know, you're somewhat of a narcissist, right?
Yeah, you are.
No, I admit it. It's okay, though, you know, because I'm too sexy for my cat. Oh, look at this guy. Whoa, we talk wrestling on the show. We normally don't do creepy stuff like that. Well, maybe every now and again. But, yeah, Raw is what we talk about. SmackDown, NXT, Survivor Series, as you mentioned. And we got some wrestling news and notes.
Big time news.
Big time.
We might have some new wrestlers in NXT.
Ooh. Who's it going to be, Mark?
Austin Aries, AJ Styles, Gunner. They're talking to Triple H, and we might see them in NXT.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to, and NXT has consistently been bringing it as far as bringing in a lot of the independent wrestlers, even some of the better TNA wrestlers. I'm still waiting on a Jeff Hardy return.
How about the Hardy Boys?
Or the Hardy Boys, you know, either one. You know, I don't know what his drug status is at this point, you know, whether he's clean or not. But, yeah, we've got a lot of good topics on the show tonight. Let me go ahead and turn up the volume on the phone just so we can get our callers. Go ahead and call in. 366-8950. My name is Nick Fuquay.
I'm Mark Shaw.
Sports Entertainment Tonight. Mark the Smart.
I got my $40 shirt on.
$40.
Yeah.
$40 funny, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
So, we are talking some Monday Night Raw first. They were in Carolina, the home of
Woo! Charlotte. Was it a Charlotte?
It was a Charlotte night, I guess. I wasn't really sure where they were even at, but then I found out later on it was in Carolina, which I guess is why they chose to have the main event that they did. One of the worst main events, in my opinion, at least, that I've ever seen on Monday Night Raw.
It was a contract signing, but a lot of people were turned off about the saying about a Reed Flair.
Well, not only was it a contract signing, it was a horrible contract signing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess Paige tried to do her best to save it, but, I mean, I've said it over and over again, Mark. You know, Charlotte impressed me on the NXT roster. She hasn't done anything for me on the main roster as of yet.
Yeah, maybe she needs to tweak up her character.
Well, I mean, it's like she can't do a promo without crying. You know, it's like I feel like I'm watching a Hillary Clinton campaign, you know?
Like she's a female version of her dad. Her dad cries all the time when he does stuff.
Well, she needs to get more to the jet flying, you know, wheeling, stealing, and dealing, all kind of stuff. But, well, we've got a call. Let's go ahead and take it. And we did have some questions that we were going to ask our fans tonight. But let's go ahead and take our first call.
Yes. Hello.
Yo, what up? You're on Sports Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, what's up with you? I'm back.
He's back, y'all. He's back, y'all. He's back, y'all.
Yeah.
What up?
What's up?
No, I think your question's going to be answered about at WrestleMania when he returns. I think that's when he's going to come back.
When who is going to come back?
Rollins?
See, one of the things that you were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, lost us there. Because have we talked about anybody yet? We were talking about the Divas, and how the Divas kind of, in my opinion, you know, Paige and Charlotte, you know, they're a segment of the main event contract signing that they had on Monday Night Raw, you know, was not, in my opinion, the best thing to do. I would have much rather seen Roman Reigns and Cesaro in the main event, you know, for the tournament.
Well, they just did it because, it's Diva Revolution.
Divas Revolution in Charlotte, Charlotte's hometown, apparently. So, meh. But it is what it is. And it was mainly just to get Paige some cheap heat, I guess. But
she got it.
Because Paige made a dig towards Charlotte's brother, who apparently had a drug overdose or something.
Yeah, passed away.
So yeah, and it was something to get Paige some cheap heat, get the crowd to boo her, cause some controversy. But basically, yeah, that kind of sucked. Which I don't know. Did Paige get breast implants?
No, I think she uses it's a Wonder Bra or something.
Wonder Bra? Okay, but it's doing wonders for her, I must say.
The thing we want to talk about is what's your favorite Taker coronation and your greatest Taker match or Taker feud? What's your favorite?
I don't know. Repeat that again. I couldn't hear you.
Sure. Yeah, we were, our question for the viewers for the night was, and this goes to everyone, basically it's Undertaker week on the WWE Network. It's the 25th anniversary of his debut in WWE. So we were asking our fans, what is your favorite Undertaker moment of all time?
When he wrestled his brother Kane last night.
Okay, so the Undertaker-Kane feud, that was one of the bigger Undertaker moments throughout the Undertaker history. I would agree with you there. So right now we have our final four for the WWE tournament. And it appears as though it's going to be Roman Reigns, Alberto Del Rio in a semifinal match, and also Kevin Owens against Dean Ambrose. So would you like to give your picks for our WWE tournament?
I think it's going to be Roman Reigns against Roberto Del Rio or against his best friend.
Well, Roman Reigns is actually going against Del Rio in the semifinal. So if he wins, then he'll have to face the winner of Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, then. I don't think he's going to fight Kevin Owens. I think it'll be Dean Ambrose.
Okay. And you got Roman Reigns taking it all the way?
Yes, sir. No, this is when I think he's going to have the mean edge. Because that's his friend. That's when he's starting to mean. When he plays his best friend.
Yeah.
Surely. Well, excellent, man. And just another reminder, folks. There tickets are on sale for the SmackDown at the Cajun Dome. I believe it's January 12th.
Yep. January 12th.
So, do you ever attend the live events here at the Cajun Dome?
Do you have any idea what the price of the tickets are?
They're really not that bad. It's probably only about, maybe, depending on where you're sitting, obviously the lower you get, the higher the cost. But I imagine tickets go anywhere from like $30 up to, you can spend really up to $1,000 on them, if you want, if you sit front row or something.
Yeah.
$30, that ain't at all.
Yeah, so, it's really not that bad, and it's not like there's really a bad seat in the Cajun Dome. It's not that big of an arena, so you can see from everywhere.
I know. Are you guys going to be working next week?
Actually, we are going to be off on Thanksgiving. The station is closed down, so even if we wanted to come and try and film, we wouldn't be able to. So, we will be back though. I guess it's gonna be December.
Yeah, probably so.
Something like that. What's that?
Are we still filming Tuesday?
Tuesday.
This show Tuesday.
Maybe in January.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about for next week, Thursday.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, we talked about that. How we might possibly even film a show Tuesday of next week after Monday Night Raw and after Survivor Series, and then air it on Thursday, Thanksgiving. Although we wouldn't be able to take in calls because it wouldn't be live.
Yeah.
So, but weren't you talking about like coming on the show one day or what?
Yeah, but I can't do it on Thanksgiving weekend, so maybe the following week, maybe I'll come in with you when you get doing the live. My job that hurts. All Thanksgiving, but the following week I get in.
Well, cool beans, bro. It's good talking to you, and we appreciate the call. And yeah, holler at us next week, week after, and yeah, we'd like to have you on the show sometime. Talk some wrestling.
What's your address over there?
It's the bus station, Rosa Parks Center in downtown Lafayette.
Oh, alrighty. Where the post office is at? Where the post office is at?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We know. Okay. Well,
Okay.
maybe I'll talk at you a little bit later. Go ahead and do your show. If I see something I like, I'll talk to you.
All right, good deal, man. Have a good night.
Right.
Yeah. We got fans.
Fans, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're talking Monday Night Raw, which Monday Night Raw kind of opened with it just moved a little slow for me. Some Gregorian chants.
Yeah.
Actually, it opened really with the moment of silence for
for
Paris, which is cool, But it seems like we've had like tons of moments of silences this year. I mean, hey, I guess we've had a lot of tragedies.
Didn't have a Nick Bockwinkel moments of silence. That was last week.
I don't know if they even did that for Nick Bockwinkel.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be Monday.
Yeah.
No, they just mentioned Nick Bockwinkel later on in the show. I think France got Nick Bockwinkel's ring salute. So it is what it is. But needless to say, like Monday Night Raw opened with like 5 minutes of Gregorian chants, like oh ho ho ho. And then the Brothers of Destruction came out, and it took them like 10 minutes to get down to the ring.
Yeah.
And so it's just like Monday Night Raw just like dragged on and on for like 10 minutes before it even something happened. They basically said don't mess with their evil. And they picked two Wyatts, so I guess it's going to be a tag team match.
Yeah.
Although, Survivor Series, you'd like to see maybe a Survivor Series match, but although, it's probably going to end up being all four Wyatts involved somehow.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan's kind of.
If they're going to sacrifice anybody, it's going to be Rowan and Harper, because Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt, obviously.
Roy. Roy.
Yeah, boy Roy. Oh yeah, I gotta press this button.
Hello. What's up, man?
What's happening, gentlemen?
Hey, what's happening, player?
Y'all recognize his voice?
Of course.
That's Corey, bruh.
Hey, what up, Corey?
What's up?
Bill.
Chili McGilly, yo.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, Corey, we were actually asking our viewers tonight, what is your favorite Undertaker moment of all time?
Yeah. Feud.
My favorite?
Well, yeah, because it's the 25th anniversary of the Undertaker.
Debut.
So, needless to say, of the Undertaker debut. And so we're just celebrating the Undertaker somewhat, like the WWE Network. We tend to copy off of them a little bit. So, what is your favorite Undertaker moment of all time, Mr. Corey?
I would have to think about that one.
Okay.
I would have to think about that one. Can I pick one right off the bat?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say when you fought, who you fought in his early days? I'm going to say when you fought, Psycho Sid Justice.
Sid Justice. Oh, yeah, that was actually the only time that Undertaker ever main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting fact. WrestleMania 13, and it was actually for the WWE title.
And he won it.
So it was the only time that Undertaker ever fought for the WWE title at WrestleMania in the main event. So I'd say that's a great pick.
So what's y'all up to tonight, fellas?
What's that?
What y'all up to tonight?
Oh, nothing much, man. We're kind of just talking Survivor Series. That's coming up on Sunday. We're actually talking a little bit of NXT here in a little while because they're going to have the NXT TakeOver in London on December 16th. But that's kind of a big show that's building up right now. And we're fans of NXT, so we talk about it on the show. We kind of encourage everybody to watch because it's good wrestling, you know.
Last night was pretty good.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw, we got 9 segments in 3 hours, and it was just it seemed like so much filler. There was only about, they had some good wrestling matches on Raw. Don't get me wrong, they had about 3 or 4 good matches, but they just had video and promo and, highlights and tributes and, it's just like, oh my God, this Raw sucks. But I don't know. That's my opinion, I guess.
Better. I don't know. I don't get it. Like it was a go home Survivor Series, and it was.
Well, and we still don't even know what the Survivor Series elimination match is going to be. They announced that they're going to have a Survivor Series match. So no crap. Like they always do. But like they haven't even announced who's in the match. So it's just like kind of like last minute booking. I think it. Really Seth Rollins getting injured kind of threw off the whole sprockets of the whole thing.
News, they said.
Who's gonna end up with that belt?
Who do you think's going to end up with the belt, Corey?
I think Roman Reigns gonna end up with the belt. Now, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Y'all was talking about him going bad. He gonna go bad?
I don't think so, Mr. Corey. I honestly think we're not going to see any turns in this tournament. I kind of have a feeling that we might even see Dean Ambrose win. That's kind of where I think Vinnie Mac's at with it right now, although he changes his mind every single day. So, he might change his mind last minute, so it's really no telling who's going to win. I think right now, some of the argument, at least, is that, they don't want to push Roman Reigns because he doesn't have that much momentum, and everybody knows that's who the company wants to be champion, so they don't want it to feel forced.
What if they do Kevin Owens?
Yeah, and so I think Kevin Owens is a great alternative, although he kind of needs to pay his dues a little more, in my opinion. Just because he's brand new. He started in June, he went right to the top in NXT. He's awesome, don't get me wrong, but,
Hogan's 2 weeks now. Remember that.
Who's that?
So Hulk Hogan's 2 weeks to be champion.
2 weeks to be the heavyweight champion in WCW?
No, WWF.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, when he first debuted, pretty much, right.
Yeah, so, but...
Yeah, and when they have like a Superman like Brock Lesnar, they pushed him right to the top too, but it's like whenever they have somebody that they want to put as the face of their company, then they can put the rockets on them, but I just don't know if he's the person. Oh, Roman Reigns, he's obviously the person they want. But I think just in today's cynical wrestling world, you just they know Roman Reigns is going to get booed, even every time he says the Roman Empire, everybody's like, boo, we're not a Roman Empire. And they probably mix the audio for him so much, but I personally don't have anything against Roman Reigns. I think he's pretty good, but.
I thought he was going to turn bad.
Yeah. Well, anything's a possibility in the world of WWE. I would like to see it. I think it helped. His cousin, The Rock. The Rock basically became The Rock because of being a heel and just being such a great heel that everybody loved him.
I think the thing they should do is Dean Ambrose kind of gets hurt with Kevin Owens, and they have a Survivor Series kind of like from 97, 98. He does the submission to Dean Ambrose, and Triple H rings the bell. About him submitting.
I think with it being Survivor Series has always been known for controversy. Yeah. So I think they could have definitely a controversial ending. And let's not forget that Sheamus still has the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he can cash in at any moment. Yeah. But let's also remember, too, that Alberto Del Rio is the U.S. Championship, or the Mex-American, or whatever you want to call it. And Kevin Owens is the Intercontinental Champion. So they still have their own things that they can do after this. So they don't really need the wins. They've made it this far. They can kind of go about on their own feuds afterwards, which, of course, a lot of people were hinting that Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens might get into a feud, but plans might have changed now that, they need that vacancy of the title being filled, Filled. Is that a word? I don't think so. So, yeah. So, Mr. Corey, what do you think of some of the recent WWE debuts? Because I was kind of making an argument earlier that NXT is almost kind of killed the WWE debut. It makes it not as exciting as what it used to be to have a brand new wrestler, and they don't build them up as much as what they used to. Like, it's almost like you got to start your way from the bottom and work your way up to the top, pretty much.
What I think about it?
Yeah, like, how do you think they build up people? And do you think they do a good job of building up their wrestlers, like the new wrestlers in WWE?
No, man.
Okay, well, do you think, what are some of the things that you think that they could do to maybe help them out a little bit and make them better?
Let us see how they wrestle first.
Yeah, give them some time in the ring, right?
Yeah. Now can I ask y'all a couple of questions?
Without a doubt. We always love your questions, Mr. Corey.
Yeah.
What y'all know about the binarics?
The Von Erichs.
Or Von Erichs. Well, they had many of them. They had one. Only have like one brother that's left.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of them have died, but I know one of them, Kerry Von Erich, was the Texas Tornado in the WWE.
Yeah.
And
what about he was in WCW? What about Tuco Scarpino?
Yeah, Tuco Scarpino. I love Tuco. If he was in ECW, he was WWF. He was Flash Funk.
Flash Funk.
You know, so
Yeah.
funky.
He just wrestled on House of Hardcore and he hasn't lost a step.
Where he at?
Our associate Blake just said that he wrestled on the House of Hardcore,
Tommy
and
Dreamer's
apparently he
promotion.
hasn't lost a step. You know,
Yeah.
he's still got it.
He still could do this thing for 50.
Yeah, he's still good. The standing 450, you say?
Yeah, what he does over the top.
And how old is he? Like,
He's probably in his 40s, I would imagine.
46, 47.
that's pretty awesome.
So yeah, that is pretty awesome. So yeah, we all love the Flash Funk.
Tuco Scorpio.
Yeah.
And what about where Rebels and Rick Rude?
Rick Rude.
Yeah, Rick Rude, man.
Rebels and Rick Rude.
What happened to Rick Rude? Well,
He passed away in, I think, was it in '99?
yeah, it was about 10, 15 years ago Rick Rude passed away, but his son, Bobby Rude, is actually...
No, that's not his
I
son.
know
That's
Bobby
not his real
Roode.
son?
Bobby
No.
Roode on TNA.
That's not his son.
I thought that was his son.
Bobby Roode on
He's
TNA.
Canadian.
Oh, well, never mind then.
He on TNA.
Yeah, which, speaking of TNA, we were talking about how a couple of the TNA stars actually are now on the NXT roster.
Austin Aries, AJ Styles, and Gunner.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about
Huh?
Samoa Joe coming to WWF?
Well, I think Samoa Joe is brought in to kind of keep up the momentum with NXT, and that's really what he said as well. As of right now, the NXT TakeOver London event, which is going to be NXT's biggest event probably to date, is going to be the main event is going to be NXT's champion Finn Balor going against Samoa Joe. So right now, Samoa Joe is in the main event of NXT.
And he's the heel.
And I have a feeling that Samoa Joe is probably going to enter the Royal Rumble and be a part of WrestleMania next year as well.
So what you saying, he gonna win it?
I don't think he's going to win the Royal Rumble by any means, but I could see him definitely being a part of like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or something, you know? I mean,
Where the big cat early land?
one more time. Oh, the Big Cat?
And Big Cat, man, he used to play for,
I think he's a trainer for WWE now, isn't he?
no, Big Cat died. Passed away.
Oh, he died? Oh, crap.
He passed away he lived in Franklin later in his life.
Who was it? It's Norman Smiley I'm thinking about. I
Yeah.
think Norman Smiley's a trainer for WWE.
Yeah.
And what about Ernest Miller the cat?
Ernest Miller the Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still training karate.
Yeah, he's training karate.
Yeah, he's
Oh, so he trains karate, huh?
And what about Ahmed Johnson?
Ahmed Johnson? Ooh.
I want to say he's still.
He was with Farouk them too.
Yeah, and Blake thinks he's still in prison. I'm not really
He's
sure
all-
about
I
Ahmed
saw like him
Johnson.
in an interview. He's
He's just a little big now.
Yeah.
He's kind of fat. He hadn't been able to lift weights, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you got bigger now?
Yeah, I think so.
and he get bigger, muscular. He get bigger with big belly.
Where What is good, y'all? What is good?
Let's go.
What's her name? Alondra Blaze?
Alundra Blaze.
Medusa.
Monster trucks.
Yeah.
Well, she actually just got inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame, I think, last year.
And
And
she did a table for three kind of a.
yeah, she did a TV show for WWE where like it's basically a little sit-down dinner with a couple of the other divas, and
It was with
so
Holly
she's
and
got a good relationship with the company now, and I think she's making money doing whatever she's doing now. So what does she do?
Monster truck.
Monster truck stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. So we also are gonna uncover some news that John Cena is actually gonna be hosting a reality competition on Fox this
military.
upcoming year. It's gonna be called American Grit. It's like a military competition kind of show. Are you gonna be tuning into that show? It's like a military competition.
When that's gonna be?
I think it starts in 2016. They're basically filming it right now. That's why John Cena has been taking off.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna wrestle no more?
No, he's just filming a TV show. It'll only take him a couple months to do so, but that's why he's taking off right now. And they say John Cena is probably going to be back in December, maybe January. Might it be like a surprise entrant at the Royal Rumble or
He's
something?
gonna win it. Boop, 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 boop.
But look, let me tell y'all a little bit about myself.
All right.
Can I tell y'all a little bit about myself?
Yeah, go ahead, man. We want to get educated about our viewers.
To get to know, so y'all to get to know me. Okay, I'm in a wheelchair, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm in a wheelchair. I got a disability, right? And guess what else? I do music.
Do you? What kind of music do you play, Corey?
I rap.
What?
Yeah.
You want to kick us a little freestyle or what?
Yeah.
Man, when y'all gonna be on the air again?
Well, we were saying we might actually get together next Tuesday and film a show so we can air it on Thursday, but it wouldn't be live though, so we probably wouldn't be able to take calls. But if we were to air next Tuesday, we could, take down your number and let you know. But otherwise, we'll be back on the air following Thursday.
Yeah. In December.
Want me to do something on Silent Thursday?
Sure, man. Come on, do some raps.
Yeah.
We'll just have a big old party.
I freestyle.
And that's what's up, man.
I'll be your beatbox.
We can. Sports entertainment tonight can hang.
Hey. What side?
Hey, y'all want me to win something? Let me win something tonight.
Win something. Well, this is basically a non-profit show, and we're two poor and crazy guys, so
Every money we poke.
we've got some good AOC swag that we can possibly hook you up with, like some AOC stickers, some AOC,
Pins.
I wanna win some tickets, though, bruh.
some tickets. Well, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get some movie tickets or something.
I want some wrestling tickets.
Same price for WWE.
Yeah, exactly. We need to
Same
spring
price.
for some WWE tickets. Well, hey, maybe that can get people to come in.
Yeah.
So.
Or
Well,
yeah.
maybe we'll get on that, Corey, or maybe $30. $30. So, well, it's been good talking to you, Corey. You got anything else for us?
Oh, what else I got for y'all? And what's where Bob Backlund at?
Bob Backlund. I see him every now and again at some of the WWE events.
He's still crazy.
He's still pretty cray-cray. So I believe he's still kind of with the company. I'm not really sure what he does in his spare time or whatnot, but he's a professor, like a college professor or something. Yeah,
That's
I can
pretty
see
cool,
that.
man. I wouldn't mind Bob Backlund being my professor.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Yeah, I think he does something to do with politics. He's like maybe a political science professor or something. Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but let me tell y'all why I do music.
What?
Let me tell y'all why I do music.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The reason why I do music is I wanna get on. I wanna help somebody. I wanna help them put out a soundtrack.
A soundtrack, huh? For what?
Yeah.
A movie?
For the wrestling.
Oh, a wrestling soundtrack. I see you. Okay. So you like kind of want to do like wrestlers' music, or?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they probably got some wrestlers out there that are looking for original music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know somebody needs some music.
Blake, do we know anybody that needs some wrestling music?
I'll talk to Rodney now.
Yeah.
He's going to talk to his boy, and we'll get back at you on that one.
Get back with me, bro. Let me know.
Yeah, because we know a lot of the local wrestlers around here, you know. I mean, I'm not sure how much they'd be willing to pay for it because they get like they make all $50 a night to go wrestle, you know.
And whenever y'all find somebody good, just let me know.
Cool, man, and you'll have to maybe play us a sample one night.
I'm gonna have to get y'all a sample.
Okay, yeah, excellent, man, and we'll play it here on the show. You can maybe make some theme music for us.
No F-bombs.
All right.
PG-13 only.
PG-13 only, apparently.
It's all
Even
good.
if he's doing it for wrestlers, it's got to be fit PG.
Right. So, awesome, Corey. Well, let's go. Good talking to you, man, and we're going to holler at you here next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool, man. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Y'all too, fellas.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Talking to y'all.
All right, later.
All right.
Word?
Or Team Mother.
Well, we appreciate our regulars calling us in. Good chats, good talks.
Yeah.
What do we got left here? About 23, 24 minutes. So let's kind of run through the gamut that was Raw. I mean, I thought, like we said, it was a little slow. Too much me, and not enough.
Well, that's how it is, you know.
They need to make a 10-minute a segment, just put out everything you need to watch in 10 minutes.
Well, yeah.
The busy wrestling.
Well, they do the hour and a half version of Raw on Hulu, you know,
They
so.
only take a-
But then they take out like 3 matches, yeah, and they have all the poo segments, you know. So I don't know, just to kind of get to the tournament, we did see Neville and Kevin Owens going at it. That was a good match, you know. So I mean, like we said, there were some good matches.
No red arrow.
Yeah, but Kevin Owens was able to get the victory.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze versus R-Truth, really? Like, boo. Like, why are these two on Monday Night Raw?
It's a jobber. It's a jobber.
Well, I mean,
Job's
obviously
called,
that's his
buddy.
jobber.
1, 2, 3,
But
pay me.
I think Tyler Breeze is just, he's a little feather in the wind.
Rose, kind of out of Rose.
Yeah, he's going to lie. He'll win
Okay.
this pay-per-view match. They'll try to push him, but he's the next Fandango. You know, he's going to be on the bottom of the
think-
barrel pretty soon.
I hope they let him grow.
Or
He's
even
gonna be
tag
on
team
the-
with Ziggler.
Give him a couple months, he's going to be on the bottom of the barrel.
Well, I'll say this about Fandango. I like Fandango, but they included too much stuff surrounding him. Like
Sure.
women and
Well, you don't think they're doing any of that with Tyler Breeze right now?
isn't he the woman?
Well, I mean, he is
A lot
somewhat
of
of
it's-
a. He's. I mean, we've seen that character 100 million times already. The only difference is now it's got a cell phone instead of a mirror.
Like, didn't like Lex Luger and Shawn Michaels do like a mirror thing?
I mean, yeah, it's been done so many times.
Yeah.
It's a narcissist. Yeah, the narcissist.
Not every 5-10 years they do have a character.
Exactly. Just like they have a king every 5 to 10 years, or you know, I mean,
there's only one real king, Jerry Lawler.
apparently so. Because you know the Bad News Bear, which they actually had a table for 3 for kings. And like they were all talking about how like, yeah, I won the King of the Ring, and then I jobbed out after, you know. So it's like
At least
there's-
they can admit it, and I guess, you know,
yeah.
WWE they were happy about it. You know, like, well, yeah, you're talking about us, being all jobbers.
Well, that is
Right.
what it is. Dolph Ziggler in the tournament against Dean Ambrose. Once again, another awesome match. Real technical.
It's Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler can make a broom look good.
Yeah, you're right. And I was surprised Tyler Breeze didn't get involved, but it was a clean finish and good match. I'm impressed. So, as we mentioned, there were good matches in the Raw. I just thought the booking in the order of things were all a little messed up. And it's messed up that we still don't know who the members of the Survivor Series elimination match is yet. And when's the pay-per-view?
Maybe it's a surprise when he's going to be on Sunday.
Woo! Yeah, which I got my predictions based on the way they've been booking SmackDown and Raw lately. And who they've been tagging with and feuding with and working together with. I'm assuming that these are going to be the teams. We'll get to that.
I got a question. Who isn't working on Survivor Series?
Well, Bo Dallas.
You can name 10 people that ain't working on Survivor Series.
Well, the Big Four, most everybody gets to work usually. The Big Four.
Yeah.
As far as Royal Rumble, everybody's in the Rumble. WrestleMania, everybody's in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal if you can't get on the card. At SummerSlam, they try to get everybody on somehow.
Yeah. That's why they had to buy a Royal with Andre the Giant, buy a Royal to get.
And then Survivor Series, they got all the elimination matches, so they can fit a bunch of people on the card, get them somewhat of notoriety. We'll get to our Survivor Series predictions here in quickly. NXT. Well, why NXT? No. New Day versus Usos and Ryback. I'm thinking this is somehow going to be Survivor Series teams.
I think so too.
New Day against Usos, Ryback, and I also think throw in the Luchas in that equation. And on New Day's team, I think possibly Sheamus and Barrett.
What about the Dudley Boys?
I think I got the Dudleys with Neville and Cesaro. I'm not sure who the fifth could be, but I see them going against the Cosmic Wasteland and Miz and possibly another person.
Yeah.
So that's my teams, and we'll get through that here in a second on our predictions for Survivor Series. But New Day was able to win against the Usos and Ryback via disqualification because Ryback lost his cool. I'm still a big fan of Ryback.
Yeah,
I still
push the referee. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but the crowd was cheering him. Everybody loves Ryback.
Feed me more.
And Ryback's he's the big guy, and he's got his own thing now. I think the Ryberg has kind of gone away. And I think he's his own person now, to where people have gotten over the whole Goldberg thing. So
you remember the Pitbulls?
I think Ryback is a world champion.
What you think?
I don't see why not. He's believable as a world champion. I think Ryback is a future world champion. I think the booking has done him wrong. He shouldn't have. He wasn't ready yet. Whenever he went against CM Punk.
But now he's going to show Brock Lesnar.
But I think he's gotten way better on his promos. He's gotten way better in the ring. His matches are very watchable.
And he shut his mouth on Twitter, so they pushed him.
Well, he did that, but he's very entertaining on the mic, in my opinion. He's a meathead, granted, but so what? He's a wrestler, and he's believable as, I can kick your butt as a babyface, and people like him.
He's going to show Brock Lesnar.
That's rare. That's hard to get. WWE needs to do something with that, in my opinion. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Skip Sheffield was rough. And even the early versions of Ryback was rough, So, he was kind of a Goldberg, then at that point. But I think he's made it his own now at this point. So, Roman Reigns against Cesaro in what I thought should have been the main event of Monday Night Raw.
It wasn't, though.
Because this is going to be, Reigns is going to be in the title match. And it's why is he not in the main event? I guess they're just trying to play to the home crowd of. And
they had a little poll on WWE.com. They put who's y'all want to choose to be, the winner for the Survivor Series tournament, and a lot of percentage of people picked Cesaro.
Sure, they got the Cesaro section in the crowd, and the dude wows. I read one of JR's blogs, and he was talking about how Cesaro is a booker's dream.
But they're not doing anything.
Exactly. He said he's an old school booker's dream. I guess you could say.
really
So.
They do a lot with him, but as soon as he gets there, they scrap.
Well, the only thing is, I still think Cesaro needs a manager. You know,
Oh, he's with Paul Heyman.
he was with Paul
Yeah.
Heyman, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
They put him with,
They need to get him with somebody else.
Yeah.
That started getting him over. They dropped
Well,
him.
even he was with Oksana whenever he first started. You know,
That didn't last long because
She couldn't talk. She can't speak that much good English anyway. Either.
yeah.
well, she got canned not too much longer after they split him. You know, so
It was super fun.
I was a fan of Oksana. She wasn't a great wrestler though.
No, but she was
They've definitely upgraded since Oksana, I'll say.
not a wrestler.
Ascension against the Dudleys, as we mentioned, I think that they are going to be going against each other in a Survivor. So I'm thinking there's going to be 2 Survivor Series elimination matches.
And Ascension pretty much jobbers now.
They are pretty much jobbers, even in NXT. They went and jobbed out last night to Gable and Jordan.
Yeah, I think they're.
Are they still with Stardust?
Yeah, the Cosmic Wasteland. So I'm thinking Stardust, the Cosmic Wasteland, you know, they're going to be in that elimination match. Because, you know, they've been kind of going against Cesaro as well, too. So, anyways, as we mentioned, the main event of Monday Night Raw, boo.
It's really
Divas contract signing for the first
second.
time ever as the main event on Monday Night Raw. Paige and Charlotte. Paige basically says, you know, give you a lesson on being the champ. We were never friends. Charlotte cried about her brother, and Paige said something about her brother
and
not being
all,
able to fight or something like that, or not being a fighter because he
everybody's all
died.
mad.
Yeah, but needless to say, I guess, you know, that was just a way to get Paige some cheap heat.
And she did.
She did.
She got
It really did make Ric Flair's mom, the Flairs, Charlotte's mom,
Yeah, they're
very
both-
mad.
Yeah,
She said it was disgusting. Ric Flair didn't even know about it. He said he cried whenever he was watching it.
he cries
you
for
know.
everything.
But he said he didn't want to say anything because he doesn't want to hurt Charlotte's career, you know, which makes sense, you know, because if he went out and talked trash about it, possibly they could take the belt off Charlotte. So, you know, there was all of that going on. I would have much preferred to see that as segment number 6 and then have Roman Reigns come out and Cesaro come out main event.
Yeah.
I would have been satisfied with Raw if the way it would have ended.
Well,
Can I say something?
Yes.
They should have did this woman push 10 years ago when they actually had woman wrestlers.
When they had some good women wrestlers, right? But they've got some good ones now.
Yeah, they got 2 or 3 or 4.
But they don't ever
But
wrestle.
they don't have the whole roster that's... I mean, think about back in the day, that Ivory, Molly Holly.
Sure.
You know,
They have about
Jazz.
10 good ones. They have about 10 good ones.
Trish Stratus.
You know, Charlotte's a good wrestler. It's just her character sucks for me on the main roster. And she's been being dominated every single match, and then she comes back, does the figure 8 or whatever, the spear,
they're
and
trying to make it
that's
like a
it.
old baby face, but it's not
But
working.
still, it sucks. You know, Sasha Banks, they need to have her. They need to push her. They need to have her in matches.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Paige is good. I'm all for a Paige. You know, Natalia. I've always been on Natalia.
The Bella's got all better.
The Bellas got way better. They just still don't have the chemistry with the NXT chicks yet.
Because they could go to NXT.
You know, I like Becky Lynch. You know, Alicia Fox, meh. Even Naomi, meh.
Alexa Bliss
you know?
is really good.
And we're talking
Carmella's
NXT.
good.
You
Carmella's
know,
good.
What happened to the Scream stuff with Alicia Fox? That was working.
Scream stuff with Alicia Fox.
Remember she'd go crazy and beat up people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're just doing. She was the jobber for the Bellas, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they have a feud with somebody, she would
Yeah.
go lose matches for the Bellas.
Yeah, get some heat.
Yeah, I guess. You know, hey, she's on the card. You know, so she's not bottom feeding like Emma, having to go back to the main NXT roster.
Yeah, but
and
Simona can't wrestle Eva Marie. She's
Eva Marie is headed for the title right now. Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. How much time we got? 11 minutes. Let's go ahead. We're going to fly through our SmackDown spoilers. So real quick, we started off with Miz TV featuring our final 4 people in the WWE title tournament. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Alberto Del Rio, and Kevin Owens. Then randomly, R-Truth interrupts, and for some reason, I guess he thought he was in the tournament.
Win,
And it led to some kind of brawl, apparently. I don't know. That seems kind of goofy to me. Let's see. Miz versus Cesaro. Apparently, it was a very quick match, and he got a quick little crossface on him. But Stardust was ringside, teased kind of a fight, but nothing happened. So that's why I'm kind of thinking those will end up in a match somehow. Neville and the Dudleys against the Cosmic Wasteland. Well, those, kind of go hand in hand. So I'm thinking Neville and Dudleys join Cesaro to take on Cosmic Wasteland and The Miz. So, let's see. Tyler Breeze against Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder's the resident jobber, and he jobbed out to Tyler Breeze. Basically, Tyler Breeze attacked him after. Dolph Ziggler comes and makes the save. Let's see. Bray Wyatt promo, and then a Brothers of Destruction video interrupts them. Charlotte versus Brie. Charlotte gets the win. Which apparently Nikki is going to be injured for about 6 more weeks or something like that.
Back or her neck.
Which, I mean, if you're not in the title match as a diva, it's like, okay, I've got the next couple months off, at least. So, I mean, I'm sure they got to wrestle superstars and main event and stuff like that, but really they're not on anything. So, also Kalisto versus Big E. There's been a lot of momentum lately for Kalisto and the Lucha Dragons, but Big E was able to get it. New Day beat him down afterwards, and Ryback made the save. So in our main event, we have Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, the baby faces, going against Alberto Del Rio and Kevin Owens. So it seems like a watchable SmackDown for the most part. Yeah, I mean, it's wrestling matches at least. Quickly fly through NXT. Let's kind of... Well, last night it was Carmella versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax was pretty much dominant. But she's kind of aligned with Eva Marie, who in the main event, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Eva Marie, as you mentioned, came out and kind of went face-to-face with Bayley. So I'm thinking it's going to end up Eva Marie versus Bayley for the Women's Championship, and Nia Jax will somehow be involved in that. We also had the Ascension, who's been jobbing out lately. They jobbed out to Gable and Jordan, or Jordan and Gable, however they call it. Awesome. Which, I'm a big fan of Jordan and Gable. I think they are the next NXT Tag Team Champions. They're going to be the ones that beat Dash and Dawson, who also had a match last night against Corey Hollis and John Styler, random jobbers. But Dash and Dawson style is they'll pound you, they take out your knee. They're dirty. They're old school. Wrecking Crew. They're like Arn and Ole Anderson kind of. Emma versus the jobber, Mary King. But Emma got her with the stretch submission. She's about to have to go against Oksana. Or Asuka, I'm sorry. Asuka. Well, Oksana was on the brain. But Asuka is actually going to whip her butt. What's going on here? Let's see. And as we mentioned, yes, the main event was Alexa Bliss and Bayley. Alexa Bliss looked really good. However, I think Bayley was able to retain, and Eva Marie came in afterwards. So let's get to our Survivor Series predictions since we only have about 7 minutes left. Real quick, let's fly through any kind of news that we have. Let's see, Ronda Rousey KO'd. Taz said it was fixed. What do you think, Mark?
I think so, too. I think Taz is right. Red Hook, man.
Yeah, well, people take time off. I get the belt off of them, huh? Cena is hosting American Grid, a military reality competition on Fox. That's why he's off. It should be airing in 2016. We asked for your favorite Undertaker moments. We got a couple of them in. You still got time. Still got 7-20 minutes to call in. Give us your thoughts. There's a Twitter feud going on between Kevin Owens and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Melissa Joan Hart. And even the New Day has joined in blocking Melissa Joan Hart's Twitter. So I don't really know what that's all about. But basically, Melissa Joan Hart said that the booking of Kevin Owens has been lazy since he's been on the main roster. Lazy booking in the WWE? No. Raw main event sucked. Pissed Ric Flair's mom off. Ric Flair didn't even know. Cried, blah, blah, blah. Usos, color-coded now. That kind of helps out, huh?
Yeah.
And it's a good thing with the Bellas. We've always had their boobs to kind of tell them apart, Another question. Do you think the popularity of the NXT has killed the WWE debut?
Like you said, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no surprises anymore. We don't see like surprise people because, obviously we've already seen them on NXT, and Braun Strowman, I guess, is one of the rare exceptions for that.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we did see Braun Strowman as one of the Rosebuds, and they don't think we remember that, but true wrestling fans do. Goldberg said that TNA contacted him about possibly a contract.
The worst deal you would ever have.
I don't think he's very interested.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next week on NXT, the tag title rematch with the Vaudevillains and Dash and Dawson. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Also, they say Bayley versus Eva Marie in a women's title match next week. So I don't know. That I figured they were going to do it at the Takeover event, but it's going to be something that sets up the Takeover event. I think Nia Jax comes out. Possibly even they might steal the title. We'll see. Also, they're going to have a Finn Balor and Samoa Joe contract signing.
Yep.
So that should be interesting as well. I was almost thinking they would do a Fatal 4-Way, but apparently they're doing Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin as a singles match.
Yep.
Let's see. Need to build the heavyweight division and mid-card division, in my opinion. I think they are too blended. What do you think, Mark?
For WWE or NXT?
For WWE, I think, who are the heavyweights? It's just like some of the heavyweight people that win the World Championship are now the Intercontinental Championship or the win the U.S. Championship. I think they need to separate their divisions a little more. Have a heavyweight division.
Yeah, but that's WWE.
Have a mid card division. I mean,
Days are over, man.
I guess so. But it's just like it doesn't. I don't know. The importance of the belts just kind of goes down whenever you don't have that. And one last comment, Byron Saxton sucks.
Yeah.
Byron Saxton just
They didn't
sucks.
switch him up with they didn't make Corey Graves to be on the main roster.
I agree 100%. Corey Graves for the main roster. Take Byron Saxton's place, please. The dude has no personality whatsoever. I don't know if it's Vinnie Mac yelling at him in the headphones or whatever. But no, I mean he's on Monday Night Raw. But dude offers nothing to Monday Night Raw. I don't even notice it's him talking most of the time.
I miss Coach, to be quite honest. I miss Coach.
Well, yeah, Coach was even better. They've had a lot better than Byron Saxton, and they've given him a year now. He's not good. He's okay on NXT. He's not bad on NXT, but that personality doesn't come out on Raw.
You can't put over storylines. You cannot.
Neither. Yeah, I agree 100%. Let's talk Survivor Series. So we got Brothers of Destruction going against two Wyatts. First off, who do you think are going to be the two Wyatts?
The two new Wyatts? I think it's going to be Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
Getting sacrificed?
I think they're going back to the tag team kind of
Sure, and I can see that happening. However, I don't think that's the end of the feud, kind of by any means. We'll see, because I do think the Wyatts will get involved, and the Wyatts need this victory a lot more than what the Undertaker does, even though it's his anniversary kind of thing.
Maybe if they possess one of the Wyatts and wrestle for them?
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it, but we've got 3 minutes.
I thought my idea was if Kane turns on Undertaker and there's they go feud for WrestleMania in Dallas.
Although it appears to be John Cena versus Undertaker for next WrestleMania. Apparently is what the rumors are going around. We've still got a Survivor's card to get through. Roman Reigns against Del Rio in the semifinals.
Yep.
Roman Reigns obviously is going to get the victory there.
Yep. Boom. Superman.
So it'll be good to see Mex America take a little hit.
Yep.
Kevin Owens against Dean Ambrose. I got Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
That's where the way the odds are going right now.
I hope for a Roman Reigns heel turn. They can set up for the Triple H against The Rock.
We will see, because it's looking like it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose in the main event of Survivor Series. So I think that should be pretty good. And there could be a turn. There's always controversy at Survivor Series. So, folks, if you don't have the WWE Network,
$9.99.
$9.99. The Divas match, I'm not really looking forward to it. Just because I imagine Charlotte will probably cry at some point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Charlotte versus Paige. Hopefully Paige takes the title off of her. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Charlotte wins, and hopefully feuds with Sasha Banks next.
Yeah.
So, I think we are going to have one more singles match. Dolph Ziggler against Tyler Breeze. They'll probably put over Breeze in this one.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler, man, he was main eventing Survivor Series, beating the Authority, and now he's going against putting over Tyler Breeze. How about that? 1 year.
Well,
he was heavyweight world. He was the world champion.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe he needs to stop doing comedy and stuff.
I don't know. I mean, just poor guy. We got a minute left. So one more time, I think our elimination matches are going to be Cesaro, Neville, Dudley's, maybe one more person against the Cosmic Wasteland, and The Miz, maybe one more person. Also, New Day and Barrett and Sheamus against the Lucha Dragons, Ryback and the Usos. So that looks like a pretty decent Survivor Series card. I don't know if they're going to have anything on the kickoff show or not. They haven't really told us. I think they've done some very last-minute booking this Survivor Series, and that's probably all due to Seth Rollins getting injured, you know. So, but just like we always do, we pack you with the entertainment here at Sports Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment.
56 minutes of pure entertainment. Yeah. Let me get my runs. Oh yeah, run rage.
Yeah.
And
And
if you don't know, now you know. It's Sports Entertainment Tonight. I'm Nick Fuquay.
Mark Toronto, huh?